Hello, greetings to everyone. You're watching my channel about English language. We have contents ranging from basic to advanced in a variety of topics: vocabulary, English grammar, business English, and everyday vocabulary. Videos, videos from basic level, they have explanations in Portuguese, and videos like this, intermediate advanced level, they are only in English, 100% in English. Before we begin, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you get the latest updates. I upload videos every week, not necessarily every day, but every week. And I've been recording videos since the beginning of 2020, so I have many videos, more than 700 videos, all right? Well, today's video, don't forget to give a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed the content from my videos, and share the content with your friends because it's high quality content. Oh my God, such a humble teacher. Yeah, but we have many videos, much content for everyone. Let's get. This video is about guided reading, okay? In which we choose a topic to talk about. If there are some new words here, we may talk about it as well. The idea here is to make you think, okay? As fluency in English will only be achieved by you if you think in English. So it's extremely important to practice. And it's a good way for me to practice as well, as I don't know anyone around me who can talk to me on a regular basis, so it's an excellent idea to improve my vocabulary and to practice my pronunciation and fluency as well. Alright, so this report from today is from Yahoo Entertainment, okay? I will leave the link of the report in the description of my video. We will talk about Netflix, okay? So, this news report was from yesterday, okay, by Todd Spangler, Variety magazine. Netflix will prompt subscribers to pay for users outside their households in new test to address unauthorized password sharing. Exclusive. Not necessarily exclusive anymore, because as I searched for news to talk about interesting topics, to talk about not business related necessarily, I want to talk about things that are connected to your everyday life. So, do you use streaming services? I subscribe to some streaming services such as HBO Max and Amazon Prime. Netflix I used to subscribe, but now not anymore, as I wasn't. To be fair, I haven't watched many TV shows or programs or TV series, and I dedicate my free time to internet and video games mostly. So YouTube, I watch a lot of videos on YouTube channel. I have many subscriptions to channels there, so I enjoy watching things about entertainment, about business, politics. So I have many different interests. My range of areas I'm interested in is very high. Okay, so go back here. Subscriber, okay? I believe you know that when you are a subscriber, you pay for the service. many people, many users who subscribe to Netflix, they outside their households. It means that you have a subscription, or I have a subscription here at home. If I want to share this subscription with someone, my cousin, my friend, I have a friend who doesn't live with me, and I share my account. So this is believed to be unauthorized password sharing. So you shouldn't share your password. And now it says here that Netflix is concerned about unauthorized using password sharing, and they want to test. They have a new test to address to solve this problem, okay? Okay, so let me increase the size of the letter. Just a moment, increase the size of the text here so that we can explore. All right, so Netflix will soon launch a test letting primary account holders pay an additional fee for users outside their households. A new attempt by the company to address illicit password sharing. Okay. So there will be a test very soon. They will launch a test, release a test to users. Primary accounts, primary account holders are the ones responsible for paying the subscription, and there will be a possibility for them to pay an additional fee. What does it mean? Fee is an amount of money you pay for the service. So users, primary account users, holders, when you hold, you take the account. You're responsible for the account. They have the possibility of paying an additional fee for users who don't live with them. So if you have someone who doesn't live with you, you may pay an additional fee. Instead, rather than sharing your password with this person, you will pay and this person will access. So Netflix intends this to be, their intention is to make this illicit password sharing to cease to exist. They want people to pay for the service. Okay, let's see what the terms of service, Netflix terms of service says. According to the Netflix terms of service, a customer's account may not be shared with individuals beyond your household. Okay, so if you have more people who live in the same house, right? A family, for example, father, mother, daughter, son, they may share the account as long as they live in the same household. But you may not be able to share. You see, this is interesting because it says here, may not be shared. It doesn't prohibit people from sharing. But it says that, no, you may not share. You may not be shared. Okay, but it doesn't have the same impact as saying that you mustn't share the accounts with individuals beyond your household. Beyond, it means out, how can I say, beyond the limits, right? Outside your house. After years of turning a blind eye to password sharing behavior that falls outside that requirement, the company last year ran a limited test prompting users to enter their account credentials as a way to nudge freeloaders into paying for their own accounts. Okay, so let's see here. let's understand. So, when you subscribe to a service, you have to read, of course. I believe nobody reads. It's very extensive. Everything you do on the internet, you have terms of service. But you know, of course, it's a legal way of protecting the company, but let's suppose you read the terms of service and you don't agree about a specific term, a specific paragraph there. What can you do? Nothing. It's not as if you may choose. No, if you want to subscribe, you have to accept. Either you accept the terms of service or not. So, if you want to watch shows through streaming services, you have to accept the terms of service. When you play video games, you have to accept the terms of service. When you open an email account at Yahoo, for example, I have an email account at yahoo.com. You have to accept the terms of service everywhere. iFood, Uber, everywhere, right? All companies you buy from, they have a terms of service, so you have to accept, right? It's business, it's capitalism, right? Okay, so years after years of turning a blind eye, what does it mean? When you turn a blind eye, you pretend that thing didn't happen. Okay, let me turn the blind eye. I know this happens. I know people share their accounts, but I will leave them be. All right? But now they are concerned. They want to do something about it. Okay, so password sharing behavior, according to them, it's unacceptable, because people are not paying. They are using their services, watching their shows without paying. So the company last year ran a limited test prompting. Prompting, it means asking, right? So when you when other users, every user, when enter the account, if you share the password, you enter through the password, but you have to enter your account you have to enter your account credentials first. So it's a way to nudge freeloaders, right? It will prevent them prevent them from paying for their own accounts. So freeloaders, people who navigate through Netflix by free of charge. So you have to nudge freeloaders. Only people who have credentials may be able to use their account. So if you're not a person who holds the account, the account, you're not responsible for the account, you won't be able to know the account credentials. So if you want to access, you must have your own accounts. So you see, if you want, you may read other news about it. For example, this one is related to the topic we are talking about, why Netflix is moving to collect fees from password sharing violators. Okay. Now, in an upcoming test launching in 3 countries, Chile, Costa Rica, and Peru, Netflix will let members who share their accounts with people outside their household do so easily and securely, while also paying a bit more. Okay, so we have a test an upcoming test, right? It's the test is not ready yet. It wasn't launched yet, at least at the time of my recording, of course. Remember, this news report was from March 16th, 2022, right? Okay, so Netflix will let members who share their accounts to use. Okay, you may use, you have to pay a bit more. So it will be easy, it will be safe, securely, right? Easily and securely to do so. According to Cheng Li Long, Director of Product Innovation at Netflix, the new options will roll out in the next few weeks in 3 countries and may or may not expand beyond those markets. It will depend on how the test goes, right? If it's successful, it probably will collect the opinion from users, what they think about it, if the service is working accordingly as they have envisioned. So let's see. We've always made it easy for people who live together to share their Netflix account. It's like I said, if you live together with someone, you're not beyond your household. So you may be able to share. So we have separate profiles with features like separate profiles and multiple streams in our standard and premium plans. Multiple streams, it means that I may be able to watch a TV show, a Netflix show from my TV, and my daughter, or anyway, anyone from your family who lives with you may be able to use to watch another TV show. It's like a TV, right? You can choose the channel, you can customize your experience in the streaming service. Long wrote in a blog post about the test. While these have been hugely popular, they have also created some confusion about when and how Netflix can be shared. As a result, accounts are being shared between households, impacting our ability to invest in great new TV and films for our members. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, okay, so Long, who is Long? This person here, the director or something, director of product innovation at Netflix. He wrote, quote, "We've always made it easy for people who live together to share their Netflix account." So if you live with someone, it's easy. You have separate profiles, you have multiple streams in our standard and premium plans, unquote. And later he wrote, while these have been hugely popular, they have also created some confusion about when and how Netflix can be shared. You know, I didn't know this rule. I thought that you could share. Of course, I didn't read the terms of service. A long time ago, when I had Netflix, I guess it was some years ago, I shared my account with my father, but my father doesn't live in my city. It's an example. So I shouldn't share the password with anyone. It's illegal. So you see, I don't share, currently I don't share my account with anyone. I believe Netflix is not too expensive. I believe it's the most expensive streaming service available, but it's no big deal, right? So people have confusion. They don't know exactly when and how Netflix can be shared. So people need to be aware, the consumers need to understand how and when the streaming service can be shared. So people are sharing between households, and that's illegal. People don't pay for the service, and it impacts the ability to invest in great TV and films for our members. You know, Netflix is a multi-billion company, and you may see this, if I don't do this, if I share my account, it won't have any impact. But believe me, if many people have the same idea as you do, Netflix will be screwed, right? With the add an extra member feature, so it will be a new feature. Members with Netflix standard and premium plans will be able to add subsidiary accounts for up to 2 people they don't live with. So it has limits, okay? So you can't share your account with 3 people, up to 2 people. So 2 friends, you want to share your account with 2 friends, each with their own profile. So everyone who uses the accounts, the subsidiary account, must have their own profile, personalized recommendations, login and password for less than the cost of a separate Netflix plan. So it will be less expensive. In the test countries, the cost for adding a sub-member is 2,380 CLP. I don't know what currency is this. $299 in Costa Rica and 7.9 pen in Peru. Here's a breakdown of the pricing. So the breakdown, it means they will show the detail, right? Every single plan and their corresponding pricing in each country. So here we have, for example, in Costa Rica, for example, you pay almost $9 for the basic account. If you add an extra member, it's only $3. It's a possibility. As with other tests the streamer has conducted, there is no guarantee that the option to pay for non-household members will end up a permanent part of the service, because it's a test, right? So the streamer service is conducting a test, will conduct, because that, as far as I'm concerned, according to this report, the tests haven't started yet, and there is no guarantee that the option will continue. Maybe Netflix concludes at the end of in the end of the process that it's not feasible, and they go back, right? They give up on charging extra for or they won't have the option for subsidiary accounts. It will depend on the progress of the test. Okay? All right, people. Let me see what else. Okay, so there is no guarantee that this will be a permanent part of the service. And Long said, we will be working to understand the utility of these 2 features for members in these 3 countries before making changes anywhere else in the world. So it's as I said, they want to see whether it's useful, whether the users find it useful, whether they like it or not. In addition, Netflix is testing out the ability to let subscribers transfer user profiles to new accounts. Which would make it easier for password moochers to pay for their own plans. Okay, so it's a good idea. Maybe you can charge less, make a promotional price, right? You have a profile, a user profile, in an illegal sharing account, and Netflix gives you a possibility of transferring your profile to a new account. Members in the 3 test countries can allow people who share their account to transfer profile information either to a new account or an extra member sub-account, preserving their view history. You know, every streaming service is about customization, right? The recommendations, the show recommendations, the programs that Netflix suggests to you depend on what you're watching, and you can keep track of what you have already watched if you want to, and have your list, right? What you want to watch. Many people, they make a list of TV shows shows they want to watch, and personalize recommendations in full. Okay, I won't read everything. It's just this paragraph. But you got the idea, right? Here it says that Netflix ended 2021 with 221.8 million total paying subscribers worldwide, and 34% of the total were in the US and Canada. Interesting, right? It's the largest streaming service so far. HBO is growing, but I guess it's a long way until it can catch up with Netflix. All right?